Alright class, so our subject is, again, what's our subject?
Sir, wait lang.
Alright, EdSys and current issues. Now, before anything else class, listen up class. I know, go. You are 4th year college already, isn't it? 4th year college na kayo. And imagine this. Ilang buwan na lang, magiging kayo naman yung nandito sa harap at magtuturo sa mga estudyante. Tama ba? Ilang buwan na lang. Wala nang isang taon. Wala nang kalahating taon. Ilang buwan na lang. Kayo naman yung nandito sa harap at magtuturo sa mga estudyante. Tama ba? Na-imagine nyo yung sarili nyo na magtuturo na. Ilang buwan na lang. Okay? Now, why am I mentioning this? Because, class, don't expect me to reprimand you in every little thing that you do inside the classroom. It's not my job anymore. Okay? Tapos na kayo ng high school, elementary, college, matatapos na kayo sa finish line. If you think you are doing those little things that inappropriate inside the classroom, you know that for yourself. Okay? Do not expect me to reprimand you. Your subject about your code of ethics, all of those education subjects, right? Tapos na kayo lahat doon. Some of you are conducting your practice teaching. Paglabas nyo ng classroom na to, teacher na kayo, isn't it? You are conducting your practice teaching already. Okay. So, here's our agenda for today. I will be explaining here the current educational scene in the Philippines, or even what year is now? It's 2018. Okay, 2018 na ngayon. First question: how many years of free education you have in this year? How many years of free education you have? How many years? It's 12 years, isn't it? 12 years of free education. We have 12 years of free education. And it was recently implemented when? It was, okay, K to 12, that's correct. When was K to 12 implemented, class? 20? What school year? 2016, school year 2016 in the Philippines. Okay. So right now, yung mga magiging estudyante nyo, meron silang 12 years of free education. Tayo, yung panahon natin, meron ba dito nag-senior high sa loob ng classroom na to? Wala. So we only have 10 years of free education during our time. Okay? 10 years. Now, why we are focusing on this? Let's say, narinig nyo na ba class yung term na Industrial Revolution? And why is it related to education? So, first, industrial education. When we think about Industrial Revolution, anong nasa isip natin? Industrial Revolution, what does it mean? Anyone? Industrial Revolution, ano yung naisip nyo? Kahit one word. Let's say, top of mind. When you say Industrial Revolution, ano yung one word na naisip ko? Yes?
Work.
Work. Okay, that's correct. What else? Top of mind. Any one word you can think of that you can associate to Industrial Revolution. What else? Any one word. Walang maling sagot. Yun yung nasa isip mo eh. Go. Crisis. Okay. That can. Alright, what else? What else? Top of mind. Kung ano yung nasa isip nyo. Ayun yung sabihin nyo. Kung ano yung naisip nyo pag naririnig yung salitang Industrial Revolution. Yes? Modernization. Okay, very good. What else? Okay, so now, I think somehow lahat kayo meron ng idea kung what is Industrial Revolution. Now, when was the first Industrial Revolution happen? Kailan nangyari yung unang Industrial Revolution? Any idea? Any year? Sir, nung nangyari yan noong 1600, nangyari yan yung 1874, something like that. Kailan nyo, sa tingin, nangyari yung First Industrial Revolution? First, ang unang-unang Industrial Revolution. After this, nag-iba na yung mundo. The world changed as we know it. Okay, so the first Industrial Revolution happened on 17th century. Okay, so 17th century. First is what invention? Ano yung na-harness nila, na-discover nila? Okay, that is the steam engine. Steam engine. During the 1700s to 1800s, they discovered the steam engine and the whole industry changed. The paggawa ng mga, nagkaroon ng factory, mapagawa ng damit, mga goods, everything, damit, because of steam engine. Nagkaroon ng railroad. Alam niyo ba, napapanood niyo ba yung mga lumang pelikula? Yung mga tren nila pinapatakbo ng steam, di ba? Tren, tapos may usok dito malaki. So that's the first ever industrial revolution, steam. Yung mga tren nila pinapatakbo ng steam, yung ship nila, steamship, narinig niyo na ba yung steamship? Siguro naman, nung bata kayo napanood niyo yung Tom Sawyer. Yung mga barko doon, di ba, steamship yung tawag nila. Kasi pinapatakbo siya ng steam. Okay, that's the first industrial revolution. After they discovered the steam engine, before steam engine, yung mga trabaho lang ng mga tao is in rural part. Nabubuhay lang sila, agriculture, okay? Paghahabi ng mga damit, manually, or mostly people live in rural area. Rural area. After the first ever industrial revolution, the world changed because of steam engine. Mga tao gumawa na ng mga factory because of the steam engine. Now, that's the first industrial revolution. The steam engine, that's the invention. Now, the second industrial revolution. What do you think, class? After steam engine, ano yung isang invention or discovery ng mankind na nagbago sa takbo ng buong industriya sa mundo? What do you think, class? Any idea? What's that? Okay, very good. Electricity. So, second industrial revolution happens during 1800s to 1900s. Late 1800s to early 1900s. Up until today. Of course, we are using electricity. Okay. Electricity. After steam engine, ito yung next big thing na nangyari sa mundo natin to that discovery changed the world, the electricity. Who invented the first ever electric power light bulb? Anyone? Very good. Thomas Edison. So, he discovered that before, ang source natin ng ilaw is crudo. So, gasoline, yung papailaw natin sa mga bahay natin, daan, etc. So, yun yung ginagamit natin. So, that's the second industrial revolution. Now, the third industrial revolution that changed the world. What do you think, class? Alright, very good. Who said that? Okay, Cal? Okay, very good. So, it's the World Wide Web, the internet, or the computer. Okay? So, to sum it up, it's the internet. Yes. That's the third industrial revolution. After the internet, everything changed. Naniniwala ba kayo, class? Yes. Did you know that may na-publish na article sa Forbes website? Sabi nila, the mall industry in Singapore is dead. Wala nang mall industry sa Singapore. Why? Why? Why do you think, class? Yes, excellent. Because of online shopping. Who is the richest person in the world? It's not Bill Gates anymore. It's Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon. What's Amazon? Yes, the #1 e-commerce website in the world. Amazon. So, nabalitaan niyo ba yung Toys R Us? Kung bakit sila na-bankrupt or nagsara? Toys R Us, because of Amazon. Because people go to Amazon to shop. This will not become possible if there's no internet. Okay? So this is the third. So it's like the internet, what is the internet doing in our time is what electricity did in the time of our grandfather. Okay? Ganun yung impact ng internet, parang electricity. Alright, not only that, who is the richest man in China? If not, buong Asia na. Siya na yata yung pinakamayamang tao sa buong Asia. Who said that? Okay, very good. It's Jack Ma. Yeah, the owner of Alibaba. So Jack Ma. Alibaba is like Amazon of Asia. AliExpress. Nakabili na ba kayo sa mga items sa AliExpress? Okay? And even, I think, the Lazada was purchased already by Alibaba. If I'm not mistaken. So, na-acquire niya na. Imagine this, the richest man in Asia owns the internet. Okay? The e-commerce business in the world. Now, the richest man in the world owns Amazon. It's e-commerce business. Sabi nga nila, class, if you cannot exploit or explore the internet, it's hard for you to acquire money. So everything, any transaction, nangyayari sa internet. Okay? So that's the third industrial revolution. Now, what's next? What's next, class? What do you think is the next? After steam engine, 1700s, the electricity, 1900s, and right now, internet. What do you think is the next? The fourth industrial revolution. The fourth. What is next after the internet? Any idea, class? Any guess? Wala namang maling sagot eh. Kasi kung iisipin mo, kung nasa 1900s ka, 100 years ago, sabi mo, sa tingin ko, sir, magkakaroon ng internet sa 100 years pa na. Sabi nila na wala namang ganun. Kaya walang maling sagot. Kasi sabihin nyo lang kung ano sa tingin nyo. Any idea, class? What do you think? What will be the fourth industrial revolution? Ano yung invention na sa tingin nyo na magbabago sa... Okay? Sa bahay na lang magtatrabaho, sino sabi nun? Alright, sa bahay na lang magtatrabaho. Possible, big possibilities. Big possibilities. Okay, now, why am I saying this? Let's erase this now. You know, class, before, there is a hashtag na nauso doon. Hashtag. That is, I think, a few years ago. That hashtag is Pray for Harvard. Hashtag Pray for Harvard. Why? Harvard University. Pray for Harvard. Harvard University. Why do you think, class? Bakit nag-viral yan before? That hashtag. Pray for Harvard. Why? Here's the reason why, class. You know, they said that when the fourth industrial revolution, nasa simula na tayo ng fourth industrial revolution. We are currently approaching it. Okay, nasa simula na tayo. Now, if the fourth industrial revolution happens, the school system as we know it will become obsolete. What do we mean by obsolete? Di na functional, yes, or being too outdated to be beneficial to anyone anymore. That's what will happen. If the fourth revolution comes and the education system as we know it will become obsolete. Yung nangyayari sa atin. Di ba, you heard a lot of story that getting a college degree is not that important anymore. Isn't it? In this current day and age. So, if Harvard, or when we say the Harvard, it talks about the whole educational system. Okay? Let's pray for our educational system na makasabay siya sa Fourth Industrial Revolution. Kasi pag hindi minodify ang educational system natin ngayon, okay, our educational system will become obsolete. That's what will happen. Okay? And do you believe in that class? Let's say, kayo nandito sa loob ng classroom. Imagine this, 100 years ago, paano natuto yung mga tao 100 years ago? Exactly the same setup as what we have right now. Isn't it? 100 years ago, nakaupo rin yung mga estudyante, nagtuturo rin yung teacher. Now, imagine this class. Will that system work after 100 years from now? Or 50 years from now? So, it will not work anymore. Okay, that's why we need to be ready for the Fourth Industrial Revolution. If you can sense, class, there are a lot of seminars we attended. Ang theme niya is getting ready for the next Industrial Revolution. You don't know what will happen. Just imagine this, class. Nung estudyante ako, pag nagpapa-assignment yung teacher ko, okay? Open your notebook, take down your assignment. When I was a student, ganon. Now, nung teacher na ako, class, open your share it. I will send you your assignment. Yun na yung na-experience ko. Now, imagine this, class, pag kayo naman yung teacher, ano yung papa-open nyo sa mga estudyante nyo? To take note of their assignment. So just imagine how fast-paced is technology. Okay? So, open your mind. Class, I will send you your assignment. So, we don't know what will happen. If we don't, hindi tayo nag-ready sa Fourth Industrial Revolution, the educational system will collapse. Parang ano rin yan, yung mga ball industry. Okay? Nag-collapse sila because hindi sila ready for the internet. Okay? That's why it happens to them. Now, when we talk about educational system, class, we have the stakeholders. When we say stakeholders, what does it mean? Give me an example of stakeholders. Stakeholders. They are the people who have stakeholders who have invested or has a care, has interest in the educational system. Stakeholders. Give an example of stakeholders. They are the one who provide, they have interest, invested, they care a lot about education. Stakeholders. For example of stakeholders, yes, very good. Company. That's another one. Company is a stakeholders. What else? Government. Very good. Government. What else? Lalabas mo sa exam. What else? What do you think, class? Are those example of stakeholders? Government, company, community, church, in different industries. So let's say ABS-CBN. They are one of the, or NGMA. Those are the big networks in the Philippines. They are stakeholders of the College of Communication here in PUP. So they care a lot about kung paano pinapalakad ng PUP yung COC. These networks care about that. Kung paano pa pinapalakad ng PUP yung College of Communication. Kasi most likely, yung mga estudyante ng College of Communication is mag-work sa this big company. So that's excellent. The company is an example of stakeholders. Community, church, even our parents. Okay, parents, our guardians, they are the stakeholders. So, to sum it up, class, to simplify it, stakeholders are the one who will benefit in our education. Okay, now, can you honestly say that in that cycle, in that system, okay, imagine this. Here's the government. They are a stakeholder of our education. Now, if they are the stakeholders, who mandated our curriculum class? Who mandated our curriculum? CHED, TESDA, DepEd, even PRC, they are the one who are evaluating us. So, these are government agencies, isn't it, class? Now, they provide what needs to be taught in the school system. This is PUP, or the whole educational system in general. Ito yung PUP. So, what PUP produce, or the curriculum, these government agencies are the one who are telling PUP that this is the curriculum, the subjects that we need to offer for your graduates to equip with the skills you need. Why? Because class, after school, what will happen is these graduates that we have will work on those companies. And if they work, what will they be generated for the government to work? Is of course the taxes or the money for the whole system to work. Okay? So, ang nangyayari class, the government will instruct this PUP to implement this. And the work and the company are the one who's telling the government what they are doing. Okay, those are the cycles of our educational system. Now, do you think, class, what's the problem in that system? Do you think that's a perfect system? Let's say the industry, the shipping industry, the entertainment industry, the communications industry, the computer industry are the industries that are telling the government what needs to be done. Okay? And government will tell those educational agencies, CHED, what courses should be implemented. And PUP will implement that, then the graduate will come in, then the cycle goes on. Got it, class? So, what do you think is the loophole in that system, class? If this system continues, kaya nga sinabi natin, class, ng pray for Harvard. Eh, hindi lang naman ito yung nangyayari sa Pilipinas. Ito yung nangyayari on the rest of the world. Ganito yung system nila. They are being mandated by the government, and the government's being mandated by those industries that they are in. So why do we say that if this system continues, we need now to implement this hashtag, the Pray for Harvard, or the whole educational system will collapse, or our educational system will become obsolete in the very near future. Baka, class, masya kayo. Within, pag mga parents na kayo, yung mga anak nyo, ibang-iba na sa educational system na nangyari, na kinagisnan. So, what do you think is the loophole in this system, class? Yes.
Sir, wala pong mangyayaring progress kasi puro sa website.
Okay, very good. That's correct. Let's say, think of it this way, class. We already, first, Industrial Revolution, second, then third, and sabi natin, yung educational system natin is hindi na nabago. 200 or 100 years ago, ganun pa rin. Kasi, class, our educational system, nire-ready tayo para sa third, second, Industrial Revolution. Nire-ready tayo dyan. Kasi nga, this is the industry, this is what fuels the government. This is where we get our tax. So our educational system is perfectly suited for this Industrial Revolution. Got it, class? So that's why, sa school, they are training you, okay, to be a very good employee. Okay? Sit properly. When you want to ask questions or to participate, you raise your hand properly. So those are the discipline they teach you in school para maging mabait kayong employee. Isn't it, class? Pag nandito na kayo sa school na yun. Pero, that is the virtue or the things that the appropriate in this Industrial Revolution. But right now, class, what's happening right now is you don't need, okay, those kind of virtues anymore. When you are searching for a job, you can become hindi na normal yung mga trabaho natin mga next generation ngayon. We can be search for our job which are doesn't exist, job that don't exist 20, 30, or 40 years ago. We can have that job. Okay? So, if this continue and the educational system will not follow, then that's why CHED already implemented the